Hey, hello everybody. This is the Habitat Community Triage for May 28th, 2019. We've got a couple of issues to take a look at here. So, let's start. All right, so let's see. First up, we're creating a Docker image from a build, in Builder.
This is resolved. This is a fix that Ian had done a couple weeks ago, so it should be good.
Oh, this is totally done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you mind resolving that issue?
Yeah,
like links to whatever needs to be.
Yeah, it's already referenced. I already referenced it.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Just make sure that gets closed out. Next one up, another builder issue, some jobs stuck in a queued state.
Yeah, I'll take a look at this. I think this is, there's a old job that needs to be canceled, and if they cancel that old job, they should be good. I'll put a comment in it. Okay.
Not re-enter studio due to mount.
This is related to 6591,
that's another
which
yeah,
I took a look at this last week and left some feedback on 6591.
Okay. Are these both the same issue then, or?
They are the same underlying cause, but one is I can't unmount things. The other one is I had Studio RM delete my source code in a specific scenarios, which is not good at all.
So, so you're looking into these?
Yeah, I've the underlying cause appears to be how muscle handles what the BusyBox mount command is doing in relation to the reproduction I found was when your Docker image has a very large overlay FS. BusyBox will read proc mounts, fill up its buffer twice, and then just exit without actually outputting anything, which is great. Yeah, there's not an easy fix for this one, but it looks to be related to the underlying muscle bug in muscle, possibly.
Okay. This was the other side of that issue. Yeah. You wanna, I guess, since you're already looking at this,
yeah. So it doesn't. This one doesn't appear in the normal workflow. I'm not sure if it's a very long proc mounts or a very long line within proc mounts that's causing this. I need to do a little bit more investigation there.
Okay. It looks like this is in our CI. So
yep.
Scott, I think we've got some long march notes in there or something. Code type works. Not right, or am I plugging this with something else? Okay, Scott.
Was that this Scott or was it the other
Scott?
Scott?
Payne.
Sorry, I missed the question.
other Scott was saying that it might be potentially long mount points and prop. Was that what you were saying, Scott?
Potentially.
Potentially.
I know that the overlay FS for the Chef ES container is very, very long.
Yeah.
It's comprised of many layers. But I need to do a little bit more investigation.
Okay.
Yes, that is true.
And then the other one is appears to be formatting badly in Zen Hub, but we should. But Scott, probably would you be able to put this over into the backlog? And can you assign yourself on that one too?
Yep.
Cool. Thanks. Valid tunnel is invalid. Okay. Not quite sure what the issue here is. How did that parses this correctly? There's RQ coming into this. Need a little more context on this. Same issue. I will type up something here to get some more feedback for off the call. All right, so I talked a little bit with him about this. Basically boils down to wanting to have a way to tell after you've started up a supervisor when it's able to accept commands. Sort of a reliable way to do that. It's like here he was trying to start up with systemd, and depending on how busy the machine was, how much load it was under, it could take shorter or longer. And I was wondering if there was a defined way to be able to tell when it's totally up and ready. So we can at least do some documentation around this, not some additional feature work. So go ahead and unless anyone else has any thoughts on this. All right. All right. Now we have had package install behavior changes in 81. Just run the bin link option, how it now takes a value, and as a result, has to be after the arguments if you want it to take the default value, which I recall is platform dependent. and this was causing some issues in all the core plans. So McFarling, do you have sort of additional context here on the impact that this had on core plans?
A number of tests that have been written, BinLink, specifically BinLink core bats, so that the bats framework is on the command line for testing. There's some existing tests out there too that use BinLink behavior. So essentially every package that has a test is probably effective, and there's affected, and I believe there is a few packages that use bin linking in the build process to get things like core file on the command line so that the package can build successfully. That would also likely be affected.
I think Builder is probably also going to be affected. The new Terraform after 8.1, I haven't tried it, but I think that's also going to break. So I think the issue here is, we were trying to make a change to include, looks like the directory value after the bin link, but the way that we're making this change, because it's impacting so many things, probably we should think about making it as a deprecation that over time, we provide maybe a new parameter or something and people migrate over to that new parameter versus taking the existing parameter, completely breaking it the way it works today and having an extra value appended to the top of it. It just seems like a pretty blunt way of making a change, to where we want to get to. So I think that's the main issue that we're seeing here.
Yeah, the have package binlink command has a -- directory flag that I think would be more appropriate rather than tying it to -- binlink.
Right. Yeah. That would be totally fine, I think.
Okay, so I think Rem had a PR here that fixes all the bits in core plans. I think he was waiting to get some feedback on this issue before moving forward with that one. So we thinking about looking into making another change here, and then that change in core plans doesn't have to go through, or making a change in core plans, to get things unblocked now, and then revisiting how this behavior is in the CLI, and then potentially making another follow-up change in core plans after that's up.
Well, it's kind of complicated. So if somebody makes a change to move bin link, let's say, to the end, I guess that would still, and then we revert it back to the old behavior, I guess that would still work fine, right? So we could say, we'll go back to the old behavior and then provide a new directory, and just like we did for the other bin link command. And people can still make the changes if they have to for 0.8.1, but if they wait for 0.8.2, it should be back to normal.
All right, 0.8.2 is going up tomorrow.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I think 0.8.2 is going up tomorrow.
I mean, I don't know. Whenever the next release is. My guess is people will run into this over time, even over the next few months. People are going to start running into this issue more and more. Because, I mean, the migration to 0.8.1 hasn't really started much yet, probably. We would see it over months, people getting to that release.
Yeah, but the core plans out there now that would be effective.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
McFarland, do you have any thoughts on best to
Um,
this?
for me, personally, having it at the end is not the end of the world. That's how I type it just naturally. But the behavior does seem kind of weird that, so I think having core plans adjust is fine. I need to actually look and see how much work was involved. Oh, Scott, I see you waving.
Sorry, no, I have to drop. So sorry.
Oh.
See you.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to look and see exactly how much work he is involved in that change to know how impactful it will be. I don't think it's the end of the world if we have to move it to the end. But I do think the behavior should go back to the way it was, and we should provide a dash directory flag instead.
Dig in a little bit. For what command.
CM, your sound is pretty muted.
I was saying, I guess we'll go forward with the existing core plans. We are to get things working, and then we'll revisit this command.
Yep.
That's the best way to bring it forward. I got it. Some notes to that effect. Okay. So that is all of them. It's the best end of Triage. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time.